Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift.
But the challenge of life, I have found, is to build a resume that doesn't simply tell a story about what you want to be, but it's a story about who you want to be. It's a resume that doesn't just tell a story about what you want to accomplish, but why. A story that's not just a collection of titles and positions, but a story that's really about your purpose. Because when you inevitably stumble and find yourself stuck in a hole, that is the story that will get you out. What is your true calling? What is your dharma? What is your purpose?
Even in some of your darkest moments, when you make mistakes, you have got to stick around for the two things that the mistake is made for. Every failure is made for. Every misstep is made for. It is made for a lesson and a blessing. Them two things follow every single one of them, every single time. God don't send down rain without a return. When he send down rain, flowers grow.
Can't run from the things in your life that happen. That's all I've ever wanted to do, was just pretend they don't exist, because that would be easier, right? No, it makes it worse because it will catch up with you. It always does. I didn't want to face everything, whether it be my own self-hatred, which is an interesting thing to say, because it's not like, wow, woe is me, like my life is hard. It's not. I have a wonderful life. I have a blessed life, but sometimes that doesn't match up to the way you feel about yourself.
You gotta do to get the life that God wants you to have, you gotta put more air in your bubble. You got to blow your bubble up. Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. Start putting some pressure on. Put some pressure on yourself. Get out here and get about it. Look, I love to sugarcoat this thing for you. I love to tell you, look, you can go out here and get rich, do a couple of things. They ain't happening. You got to get real doggish. You got to get downright funky if you want to make it. But here is the other thing. Once you identify your gift, you have got to write this information down. If you do not have a vision board, if you don't have a dream list, I am telling you, you are complicating your process to getting what you want in life. You're complicating it because you are missing, because maybe nobody ever told you, or maybe you don't think that it applies to you, but a simple principle of success is that it has to be written down somewhere. Oprah was on TV for 30 years talking about these vision boards. Oprah, she got $1 billion. She has my attention. Now, like I said earlier, you don't gotta be rich to be happy. Maybe your goal is not to make $1 million. That's cool. most people do is to give up before God give you the gift. See, when you ask God for something, he boxes it up and he ships it immediately. But you have to remain on Faith Street in order to receive the gift. The problem is when God boxes up the gift and he ships it to you, he never gives you the date that the package is going to arrive. He'll never tell you that. Most people move off Faith Street before the package get there. You can't move over on the I Doubt It Boulevard. He don't ship packages to I Doubt It Boulevard. He only ship packages to Faith Street. You can't get over there on I Don't See House Circle. He don't ship nothing to I Don't See House Circle. So when you move out of faith, the package got to go back to sender. That's what happens. So you have to stay. You have to stay in the process and complete the fall.
I was lucky to have one full meal. On days when we had no food, I would drink lots of water just to fill my stomach. And I remember when we were young, my younger brother crying, asking for food to my mother, and my mother told us, just drink a lot of water to survive. Tomorrow we will have food. The experience that I experienced when we were young, but my mind and spirit were never hungry. I am a fighter, and I will always be a fighter, not just because it is my profession. I was a fighter long before I first set foot in a boxing ring. All my life I have been fought to live. Every single day in my youth, I fought for survival. Now, I do it and get paid for it. Then, I was lucky to get a piece of bread for it.
And sometimes we see ourselves as limited, not enough, less than. But like with Solomon, the Lord your God is with you. He has not just made you powerful, but very powerful. What you're up against may be big, but it's no match for you. The same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you. It's a power so strong that it couldn't keep Jesus in the grave. A power so strong that a teenage shepherd boy defeated a giant. A power so strong that prison doors opened for Paul and Silas. A power so strong that a fiery furnace couldn't burn 3 Hebrew teenagers. A power so strong that the Red Sea parted for Moses. That's the power that's in you. You are not ordinary. You are not common. You are very powerful.